Hello and welcome to my channel again. Today is actually processing day for the ducks and the meat chickens. The ducks are 9 or 10 weeks old, so they're plenty big enough for processing. The chickens I got a little bit later. They are 7 weeks now. I normally would like to do them more at 8 or 9 weeks, but some of them are having some difficulties walking around now, and the location that I have them at, I've been a little concerned about predators for, and I haven't lost any yet, so I still have all 10. So I figured since we're already due to do the ducks, then we might as well do the chickens at the same time and have all 10 versus any losses for broken legs or heart attacks or anything like that. So it's kind of a somber day. I love animals and I really like raising the poultry. The ducks in particular are really fun. They like swimming around and they're just kind of characters, but you know, they were brought here for a purpose, and I feel like it's really important as a responsible meat eater to understand where our food comes from and to be able to respect the animal enough to give it a good life and a humane end to the life. They live a really good life here up until the one bad day that they have. So other than that, they essentially get to be in a semi-free range environment. They get lots of kitchen scraps and lots of lawn scraps, and they get you know, the ability to peck and roam and scratch, and that's a lot more than most of the industry meat that we can purchase from the grocery store. So I feel responsible in that way by raising and butchering our own meat. I like to support the local 4-H projects, the livestock projects for the other meat. At this point, I'm not 100% farm-raised meat consuming yet. We usually don't quite have enough chicken for our whole needs, but slowly I'm trying to expand in that area. So hopefully one day we'll be self-sustaining with the poultry, and then just purchase other farm-raised from the local resources. I did keep 2 ducks, 2 pekin ducks. Hopefully I selected correctly, a boy and a girl. I would like to be able to have my own breeding pair and not have to buy the ducks in years to come. And I really just went off of the quack science for selecting them. Normally, when they get a little bit older, the drakes will start to have a little curly feather, a little tail feather that curls. But these guys are a little bit too young to have that feature yet. So really, I just sex them by picking them up, and the girls always have a real loud, distinct quack, where the boys they kind of whisper, but they quack, but they just aren't, they're not at the same pitch. So hopefully I selected a boy and a girl, because you can't go back after today. And one little baby here in the front is a Muscovy, and then I have another Muscovy over there and 2 roans. So hopefully we have breeding pairs from them as well, and we can determine what kind of duck I like to have for friendliness, size, breedability. So we have 3 different varieties, hopefully, to be able to choose from. And my friend is coming over to help me with the processing today. The ducks, the 4 here that are to be processed today, they did not get food since yesterday. It's a good idea to withhold food for the last 24 hours, and then you don't have a bunch of food in the digestive system and in the crop to be dealing with when you're cleaning them. So I was going to grab them here in just a minute and put them in the little animal crate that I have. I'll keep them over in our processing area and try and keep them calm. I was really fortunate to have my friend Catherine and her husband Eli and their roommate Will over to help with the processing. We did the ducks first and then the Cornish cross after that. Chickens, and we actually did this layer hen, who this image shows all of the yolks she still had developing. She had an injury though and needed to be cold, unfortunately. So it's the end of processing now. We ended up doing 10 Cornish cross and 1 of my hens who really needed to be cold, and then 4 of the pekin ducks. And let's see, We started at 10 o'clock and it's about 1:30 now, so that wasn't too bad. So here's some of the birds, the Cornish cross on ice in one of the coolers, and they're also in another cooler with beautiful ducks underneath. And I'm gonna get them packaged up here now and then go ahead and let them rest in the fridge for 24 hours before they go into the freezer, because that will help keep the meat more tender. I just wanted to share how beautiful these duck are. I'm really pleased with them. They're probably 8 or 9 pounds, although I should probably actually weigh them, but they're just really impressive. I'm really excited for these 4, and hopefully next year we'll raise some more and have a really good idea what varieties that we like. These pekins turned out really, really nice.